So what's happening, guys? Hope you're all doing fantastic. And look at this, at last, although it's not mine, I finally have a Music Man on the channel. Woo! If you want to check out one of these bad mamma jammas for yourself, I have it linked down below. First link's going to be my Sweetwater affiliate link. If that's not your jam, you can just check out the Music Man link that I have below that one. So I got you covered. Without a doubt, Music Man guitars is something you guys have constantly asked me, like, when are you going to get some Music Man? Do something with that. I was like, I'd love to. So I hit my buddy Tim up over there. I was like, hey, Tim, bro, for one, hello, how are you doing? Then I asked him, I was like, can I, check out a guitar? Could you guys send something out to me? I got to send it back and all that stuff, but I just want to check something out. And he was like, yeah, man, what are you thinking? I was like, other than NAMM shows, which I've only ever played Music Man guitars unplugged, I'm like, I've only ever played like a Luke for like 5 minutes, I didn't have a lot of experience. And he's like, well, what are you thinking? I was like, oh, the Cutlass looks cool, the Stingray, the Lukes, all that kind of stuff. And he's like, how about I send you a Stingray? He's like, that seems like you'll like that one. And I was like, oh, sure. And it got here, and I've kind of been blown away, if I'm being honest with it. I got it out of the case, and one thing I noticed right away, and I should say this is the Stingray RS, so this is the new one. Apparently they have new colors out and all that kind of stuff. This is in Maroon Mist, and it's really, like, I like sparkle finishes, like, I just always like the way that kind of stuff looks. But right away the neck caught me. I was like, yo, this neck is legit. It's super smooth. It's a roasted maple neck, and you can see the figuring in it. It's crazy. It's a highly figured maple, and it's got, of course, the, classic Music Man 4/2 headstocks, locking tuners. The next thing that really caught me off guard, I was like, wow, this is just such a comfortable guitar. How it's so rounded, it just kind of like hugs you. It's like you had a bad day, but if you pick up one of these, boom, hug, just like what you need. The bridge, super comfortable. It's got this like bent metal. I don't know what it's actually called. But again, I think the overall vibe of this guitar is just, it's super, super comfy. Now the next kind of surprise hit me whenever I plugged it in. I plugged it in and it was not what I was expecting. Like, I really didn't know what to expect from the sound. And it had such an old school sound to it. I'm like, yo, this is awesome. These pickups, I think they're just called custom wound Music Man pickups. But I was really like floored with the way they sounded. They're so kind of like present. And when I recorded with them, I was like, whoa, the lead tones were just cutting so extremely through the mix. I'm like, this is kind of crazy. Three-way selector switch. The bodywood, I don't remember how to even say the name of the bodywood. I'll put it on the screen. I think that's the bodywood. I'd never heard of it before. Poly finish. Compensated nut. This thing just like does not go out of tune. I was really impressed with it because I've always heard people talk about the the Ernie Ball Music Man compensated nuts, and now I know what they're talking about. But like I said, I heard it, and right away I texted my buddy Michael, and I'm just like, dude, I go, the Stingray, it's rad. I go, listen to this thing, and I sent him like a little like raw audio clip, and he's like, that thing sounds great. I go, yeah, it really did not sound like any of my other guitars. Like I have a bunch of humbucker guitars, and overall, man, I was just like super, super hyped on this guitar. The fit and finish on this thing is magnificent. It is literally flawless. I think that this thing was literally, like, Tim was like, hey, your guitar should be done, well, my guitar, I have to send it back, but he said the guitar should be done Monday. So I think that this guitar was, like, literally just made, and then it went from the factory straight to me, so it was almost like it was still fresh, like a brownie out of the oven. I was like, this thing's crazy. But I've really been floored by it, it's kind of tough, because I've kind of fallen in love with this thing when I wrote the track and all that stuff, and it's just... It was just smoking, man. It was great. Other little things I can tell you about it. Like I said, I just kind of like plugged it in and played it. It's got a cool little bolt-on neck here, which, like I said, you have to remember, Music Man stuff is all new to me. So it's a very, I got to appreciate how different they are from other guitars. So I totally saw what so many of you guys are talking about. They're like, yo, once I got my Music Man, it was over. Like, that was the one I just play all the time now. And I'm like, I totally get it, man. This thing is really, really nice. Like I said, it's got this crazy roasted maple neck on it. The tones, let's just kind of go through some tones here. It's a 3-way switch, you know, and you got your bridge, which I loved, man. I just sat on that bridge and I was like, this is so, it's just so fat and it cuts. Now the middle sound, I was digging on too. I think it's because that bridge is so cutting, it gives you a really nice middle sound. I found like, I like the middle sound on humbucker guitars the most. Not so much if it's like double P90s or even double single coils. Humbuckers really get that middle sound that I like. I was totally out of tune. I'm like, just keep bending, eventually you'll get it in pitch. And then the neck pickup, really nice and warm sounding. I don't know if I used the neck pickup on the demo. Oh, wrong chord, sorry. There we go. And I'll give it to you guys here in just a second with some cleaner tones. The lead tones, this was basically, well, there were 2 separate solos, basically, is the way I looked at it, and then the lead tones were just this. And it sounded great, I just liked it. Oh yeah, it was all there. I loved it. And then the tone that really jumped out at me, let me see if I can reach it. Keyboard was so far away. Was this one. You know, this was that first solo tone, and this was the one I was like, yo, this guitar has so much tone in it. Clean sound, and like I said, you know, this guitar can do all kinds of stuff, but I think it's pretty much all just on that clean. I know there's a lot of effects going, but this is just how, like, this is just how the guitar spoke to me. You know, the middle pickup was just complete gold on that stuff. I'll kill the delay in the chorus, and I'll take the reverb down if you want to hear a little bit more of a natural sound. There's still a lot of reverb, but here's the neck pickup on it. It just has a lot in it. That's the neck. Like I said, the middle and the bridge are really, I just kind of sat around on those guys. Overall, smoking guitar. I don't think I could have asked for a better first kind of like Music Man experience. Like I said, I've played them before, but very briefly at NAMMs, never amplified. I don't think I've ever played a Music Man through an amp. Just kind of like walk through the booth and then like, you know, your buddy's there and he's like, hey dude, try this. And he just like hands it to you. I'm like, oh, sweet. Yep, that's a guitar. You know, but to actually get to have one, I've had it for a week now, and to spend some time with it, I get it, man. I totally get what you guys were always saying this whole time about them. And you know, I hope to get one day. But other than that, that's it, guys. First Music Man experience. Completely blown away with it. Like I said, I've really fallen in love with this guitar now. After having it for, I've had it for a few weeks now that I think about it. Not a week, it's been like 2, maybe 3 weeks. I don't know. I'm bummed out to send it back, but if you have not checked one of these out, I can now safely highly recommend it. So Other than that, guys, I will see you all on the flippity flop later. Check yourself one of these here guitars, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.